In the world of tools, there's always something that you didn't know you needed or know that you wanted. And my most recent obsession was a strapping machine. So that's what this is. You've probably seen this strap on a box that you got in the mail or something that you bought in a store. And this is the machine that actually does the strapping. So I bought this because we spend a lot of time stretch wrapping parts to bring parts to jobs. So we're either just wrapping them by themselves, for example, like some adjustable shelves like this, or we're taking some of this foam, protecting it, and then wrapping it up. You know, the stretch wrap is slow and it's kind of a pain, so we got this to speed up the process. We're gonna show you how it works. This is a Strapac IQ 400. It's a pretty simple strapping machine. There's definitely bigger and more complicated ones. This is a pretty basic unit. I bought this used off of Facebook Marketplace for 250 bucks. It was pretty close, so I went and picked it up. It did have an issue, so I took it to someone to repair it, a company that specializes in like packaging machines, and that cost me another 450 bucks. So this is probably about a $1,200 to $1,400 machine new. So I'm still in it for, you know, let's say half of what retail would be. On Facebook, there's a ton of these, a lot of Uline branded ones. I found that they averaged like about 400 bucks. So this one's a little bit of a nicer machine than the Uline. It's a Japanese company and it's made in Thailand and the quality seems really good and happy to have it up and running. So we could show you how it works. It's definitely a powerful machine. John and I did this off camera. This is a cardboard box and this is at full tension. So it completely crushed this box. Nice and taut. So what it does is it will tighten the band and it also welds it together. So let's say we were doing some adjustable shelves, we wanted to take them to the job. Something like this, we don't wrap up because they're pretty durable and we don't have to really protect them that much. So something like this, we'd maybe turn the tension down, put it at like 12 o'clock, take the end of our strap, it goes into this little channel here and it's going to hit a little trigger and it's going to tighten it down. And then it spits out a length of strap over here. That's adjustable with this knob. So we could turn that up and get a really long piece, or we could turn it down and get a really short piece. So you can see that. We don't have any damage here. So you can adjust that tension. Give it 2 straps. Oh, actually it did grab. Could have pulled that out a little bit more, but you can see the welds here. So it's overlapped and welded together, there and there. And you know, it's a nice cut. It's not really sharp at all. And this is ready to go in the van. So you know, you can carry it from your strap. Makes loading things in and out of the job a lot easier, and it's nice and neat, and it's definitely faster than stretch wrap. Now, the other thing that we tend to do is use this foam on things like doors. So we have this machine up on a platform, and it's totally coplanar with this big table we have here. So sometimes we're wrapping, you know, 24 by 96 inch panels. This gives us a lot of room, and we can actually stage a roll of this foam down there and pull it out as we need it. So we can take our doors. You know, I like to put them face to face. You know, maybe even lapping our foam over like this. Let's see, we'll move this down a little bit. So we can take our doors. Now for this, we're going to want to turn our tension down because this is solid wood, but let's say this was veneer. It's a little more fragile, so we don't want quite as much tension. Take our strap. I want a little more slack on this one. Move it down. Now these are totally protected and they can just easily go in the van. The times when stretch wrap is really the hardest are when you're dealing with something really big. So if you have a 96 inch panel that's 24 inches deep, the ends are pretty easy, but when you get to the middle, you can't you can't grab the roll from yourself. It's a two-man process. So this turns a two-man process for big panels into one, and it's much faster, cleaner, looks nice, and it's really fun to use. So let's see, maybe we try and crush this box the other way. So we're going to turn our tension up and pull out some slack. You could also hit the feed button, and it'll just spit it out. Well, you can't make that up. We missed. So it's definitely got some strength. I mean, this is typically more what it would be used for. I know, like when we buy screws from Quick Screws, it'll come with some straps around it. It's for packaging boxes that have a potential to sort of get opened up in shipping. When we buy edge banding, it comes with some of these straps around it. But I think it's a really cool machine. This is one of those things that either you didn't know existed, or you've seen the straps and you didn't know how they were actually put onto a box. And maybe you never thought that this was a tool for a cabinet shop, but I think it's a great addition to the shop. It's going to save us a lot of time, and it's going to wrap up the parts nice and secure for shipment. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you think this is a cool tool, let us know down in the comments, and we'll talk to you next week.